And we welcome you to Belleville East on a Saturday morning. It's Lancer Baseball Day on a Saturday. This game was supposed to be originally played yesterday at Father McGivney yesterday afternoon, but the weather has changed things completely. Started off the day at Father McGivney. It was supposed to be played yesterday, and then as the day went on, it was then moved to Belleville East at 4:30, and then postponed to this morning at 9:30. So we wish you a good morning, students. Stack with it. It's good to be back. This wasn't in the cards to be here today, but Wiggs texted me last night and said, hey, we're playing at 9:30, and here I am now. So Belleville East and Father McGivney today. Students, back with you. Lancers come in a record of 16-6. They lost to Alton in their second game in conference play. Father McGivney comes in a record of 19-2, one of the top teams in Class 1A. It's a program that's pretty new, that started recently. It's a pretty young program. The first year was 2019, so you do the math, 19. First year, 20 did not have a season due to COVID, 2021, 22, 23, 24, and then 25. So a very young program here for Belleville East, as they will be playing Father McGivney today. For Father McGivney, young program, 19-2, and this is the first matchup between these two schools. And Father McGivney has been taking on some Southwestern Conference opponents. In fact, Belleville East is one of the last teams they have not played in conference play. They took on Edwardsville 2 years ago. They've taken on O'Fallon. Last year, Collinsville, Belleville West, Alton. And they have an overall record against Southwestern Conference opponents over the years, 7-2. They've defeated Edwardsville 2 years ago, 10-0. They've beat O'Fallon, Collinsville, West, and Alton. They lost to West and O'Fallon. Last year, they were previously 7-0. So this is the first time these two schools meet. And you look at Father McGivney's history as a program. 2019 was their first year, as I mentioned, 4-15. But their success quickly came after the COVID year in 2020, 2021. They would go to finish second at state in Class 1A, and just their second year as a program, they went 31-7, and they fell to South Central 4-2 in the state championship in Class 1A. So then the year after that, in 2022, they went 32-5, falling to modern day 2-0 in the regional championship. They would get past the regional championship in 2023. They would go 37-2, defeating Roxana 8-0 in the regional championship. They would fall to Columbia, though, 6-3 in the sectional championship. Last year, 2024, they went 34-5, went 7-1 in conference play. They won the Gateway Metro Conference, which they've won for now 4 straight years. Or 5 straight years now, because they just clinched that this past week, defeating Metro East Lutheran. Last year they defeated Hardin 4-3 in the regional championship. A 2-1 win over Christ-Our Rock in the sectional semifinal, and defeating Greenfield 4-0 in the sectional championship. But they fell one game shy of state, losing to Jacksonville Catholic 4-1 in the super sectional. They're 19-2 this year, 5-0 on the road. They started the year 1-0, defeated Vandalia 12-0, opened up the year, went down to Tennessee, went 2-2, lost to a team out of Mississippi, defeated two teams out of Tennessee, and also lost to another team out of Tennessee. Go 2-2 in Tennessee, come back to Illinois, and since then they've won 17 straight ball games as they have swept Alton Marquette 9-2 and 11-0. They've taken down Elgin Westminster Christian 22-0, Decatur St. Teresa 13-1. They have a sweep over Althoff 7-1, 10-0. They've swept Christ-Our Rock 10-1, 6-2. Staunton 15-0, Jabot 5-3. Hayworth 10-0. Southwestern 15-0, Mount Vernon 15-3, Carterville 11-1. And in this week they swept Metro East Lutheran 5-4 and 20-4. 17-game win streak, and you look at those games, a lot of high-scoring games. They have scored 10 runs or more this season in a game 13 times, and they're 3-0 against common opponents with the Lancers. As I mentioned, 2 wins over Alton Marquette and a win over Mount Vernon. Their offense is scoring about 10 runs per game, and this is the thing. They have a good offense. Scoring 10 runs a game, that's hard to do. But the pitching is even better. They're only giving games or shutouts, and a lot of them are 2 runs or less on the season. As a team, they're batting .373, a .501 OBP, a .539 slugging, and they also have hit 7 home runs. The pitching, as I mentioned, giving up 2 runs per game, a 1.97 ERA. They've given up 42 runs. 34 of them earned in 121 innings pitched. They have a 9.08 Ks per 7, and hitters only batting 188 against Father McGivney pitching. So look at those wins. They have outscored opponents 211 to 33 in wins. So you do the math, that's a 178 plus 178 run differential, and losses they've only been outscored by 5 runs, 9-4. So that equals a 173 run differential. As a team, Father McGivney this year, they have won all 19 games when they score 4 runs or more. They're 19-0 when they score 4 runs or more. When they score 3 or less, they're 0-2. How about pitching? They're 16-0 when they allow 3 runs or less in a game, 18-1 when they allow 4 runs or less, and they're 16-1 this year when they score first in a ball game. Their combined program record since 2019, their first year, 138 and 34, an 802 win percentage. One of the best teams in Class 1A. The first matchup between these two. Looking back at Belleville East, they lost to Alton on Thursday, 3-0, split with them, and 5-1 in conference play. So they like to finish off the week with a win and see if they can get that done. You'll take a split with Alton. Alton just split with O'Fallon last week, and looking at the conference, Collinsville lost to Edwardsville 1-0 on Thursday, so Edwardsville swept the series there. And then O'Fallon came back, and actually Belleville West won on Tuesday. Went down by a run going into the bottom of the 7th after having the lead, and eventually Belleville West in the bottom of the 7th walked it off. But O'Fallon came back and took the second game on Thursday, so they split that series. So, Belleville East feels like they're in good territory, good position going into the next Southwestern Conference series next week against O'Fallon. That'll be an interesting one next week. So we're getting ready to begin this one. Father McGivney 19-2, Belleville 16-6. Let's go to meet the Lancer star today. It's going to be the senior Grady Davis, who's going to make his 9th appearance of the year, his second start. He's 2-0. He's pitching 18 2/3. He's giving up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He has a 0.75 ERA. He's giving up 10 hits in those 18 2/3. He's struck out 25 batters. He's walked 4. He's got a 9.38 Ks per 7 and a .75 whip. Hitters are batting 152 against him with a 211 OBP. He's going to make the start today. This is how his defense is going to be lined behind him. He'll start off in the outfield going left to right. It's going to be Reed Newmeyer, Jalen Jones, and Nasir Ferris in the outfield. In the infield going from third to first on the left side, it's going to be Luke Monroe, Tommy Kromkowski. On the right side, Owen Hodap and Kaden Kagas. And catching Grady Davis today will be the sophomore catcher, Brody Lindeman. Belleville East coming in 2-1 in their last 3. 3-3 in their last 6, 7-3 in their last 10, and 13-3 in their last 16. Father McGivney will lead things off here in the top of the first. It'll be Cannon Camp, the starting pitcher, left-handed batter, is going to lead things off here for the Father McGivney Griffins. A left-handed batter. First pitch from Davis is on the outside part for a strike, and it's 0-1 run away at 9:24 a.m. this morning. Father McGivney, a very good team. You're going to see their offense. They can hit. They get on base. Camp, a 570 OBP coming in. That one's hit to the right side, going to be in play. And the second baseman for Belleville East making the play is Owen Hodap. Fires it over to first for out number 1. And a 2-pitch out to start the ball game. How about that? Grady Davis gets him up from his defense right away. Big out for Davis, 1 out. I'll now bring in the next batter for Father McGivney. It's going to be their shortstop today, Drew Kleinheiter. Another very good average for him as well, coming in 382, 488 OBP of his own. 500 slugging. He takes a strike 0-1. He got high RBI counts. There's numerous guys in this Father McGivney lineup that have 20-plus RBIs. Kleinheiter, one of them at 23. That one misses for a ball. It'll go 1-1. 2-batter in the Father McGivney lineup. Next pitch from Davis. There's a strike. It's ahead, 1-2. Grady Davis has had a big start to this season in 2025 campaign. He's hit really well. The averages went down a little bit. It's under 600, but still very high coming into today, over 500. That one's going to be fouled off, coming in at the average of 580. Still pretty high. It's still one to be very proud of. And the pitching's even better. ERA less than 1 coming into today. That guy, Coach Wiggs has got to be very happy about, but he's also just the whole team feels like playing some really good baseball right now and really wants to win. And there's a pitch right down the middle, strike 3 called, an easy strikeout for Davis, and he starts off with a ground out and a strikeout, his first strikeout of the day, and the first strikeout victim, Drew Kleinheiter, for out number 2. Threw it right down the middle and froze him. So 2 outs here in the first. You got Davis coming in with a 9.38 Ks per 7. The first pitch will miss outside 1-0 to Omar Avalos, who this guy can hit. He's got 5 home runs, 5 of the 7 home runs for Father McGivney this year. Hits this one to the left side. Krumkowski moves to his right, makes the play, fires over to first, and he got him in time at a 1-2-3 and start for Grady Davis. Ground out the second, strikeout looking, ground out the short, and the Griffins go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first. Father McGivney 0. Lancers back for the first time in this one. Back in a moment. Lancers back for the first time in this one here in the bottom of the first. No score after a scoreless top half of the inning from Grady Davis. And this is how Coach Wiggs has his boys lined up today. Reed Newmeyer lead things off. Tommy Krumkowski bats 2. Grady Davis, the starter today, will hit 3rd. Caden Kakis is in the cleanup spot. Brody Littman, the catcher, bats 5th. Nasir Ferris is in the 6th. Owen Hodap bats 7th. Luke Monroe, the 3rd baseman, bats 8th. And wrapping things out is Jalen Jones, the center fielder, in the 9th spot. And first pitch is a strike 0-1 to Reed Newmeyer. Another guy I thought has had a good start to the year, and I thought he had a good start last year as well. Had a high OBP for majority of last season. There's a strike 0-2 quickly on him. Newmeyer coming into today. 394 average, 494 OBP, a 636 slugging, 2 home runs, 24 RBIs. Tied for the most home runs on the team with Nas Ferris. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out as he started a Candy Camp, who led things off for the Griffins. Strikes out Newmeyer on 3 pitches, and there's out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. And Father McGivney, as we mentioned, very good pitching staff to go with a very good offense. Camp is making his 5th appearance of the year, his 4th start. He's pitched already 2 complete games. He's 2-1, 16 2/3. He's only given up 4 runs. All 4 of them earned a 1.68 ERA. So very good pitcher today. And first pitch fouled back 0-1 by Krumkowski. He's given up 18 hits on the season. And you look at his strikeout numbers, 18 strikeouts just to 1 walk. This guy does not allow many base runners. 7.56 Ks per 7, a 1.14 whip. Hitters are batting .254 against him, but just a .264 OBP. So he'll give up hits, but he's not going to walk guys. There's a strike, and it's going to go 0-2 now here on the Lancer shortstop. Griffins went down 1-2-3 in the top of the first, looking to do the same thing here in the bottom half. And the 0-2 pitch. That one's going to miss for a ball, 1-2. Newmeyer went down on 3 pitches, so that 3rd pitch there, a ball. So you got 6 pitches in, 5 of them strikes. See what Camp battles back here on a 1-2. Ground ball hit to the left side. The shortstop is there. Kleinheider will fire over to first, and there is out number 2. So a strikeout and a ground out to start the morning here for Belleville East, and there's 2 away in the bottom half. Last game of the week for Belleville East. You'll get O'Fallon in conference play. As I mentioned, next week you'll also get Jabot on Wednesday. Into quick three-game week for Belleville East. Probably something they need. They've kind of, especially the last 2 or 3 weeks, they've been really playing a lot of games. But off to a great start, coming in 9-2 at home. There's a strike going on. The next batter, Grady Davis. 580 average coming in for Davis. And a high OPP as well, coming in at 618. Also has 15 RBIs on the year. 0-2 as he swings and misses. Griffins left 4-5-6 due up in the top of the second. Justin Tahar, the third baseman. Isaac Windler, the first baseman. And Mason Holmes will follow the left fielder. 0-2. Camp coming home and fires. Ground ball hit up the middle. Shortstop gets past him, and Davis is on the 2-out single. The average OBP will go up with that one. The Lancers get a 2-out single. We'll see if they can do anything with it here in the bottom of the first. So here is Kagas, the Lancer first baseman. 383 average, 471 OBP, 600 slugging. He's got a home run of the year and 12 RBIs. First pitch to Kagas is going to be right down the middle for a strike 0-1. Camp just allowed his 19th hit of the season, and only 20 total base runners allowed so far through 17 and a third. Coming into today, after today, with the 2 outs so far. Check back at first. Davis in there safely. See if Kagas can extend the inning here after a 2-out single by Davis. Has put it right back up the middle, and the shortstop, Drew Kleinheider, had to try to put a slide on it. Couldn't get to it. There's a swing and a miss, and Davis is off for second. No throw down. A stolen base for Grady Davis, and he has put himself in scoring position now with an 0-2 count on Kagas. So all you got to do is get the ball in the outfield and get down for a hit. 0-2 pitch coming from Camp facing Kagas. Looking for RBI number 22 on the year. The 0-2 pitch coming from the right-hander. The pitch. Ground ball hit left side. Third baseman there for the Griffins. Starhar will throw it over to first, and Kagas is retired for out number 3. Lancer's got a 2-out single, but unable to do anything with it after a stolen base by Davis. He is stranded at second base. Lancers strand 1. We've played an inning with no score. On to the second. Back in a moment here from Belleville East. Top of the second, no score after a scoreless first. Father McGivney 4-5-6, part of the order due up, starting off with their third baseman, Justin Terrar. He'll take a first pitch ball 1-0. And this guy, I think, might be one of the more dangerous hitters, if not the most dangerous hitter in this Father McGivney lineup, coming in with a .517 average, a .622 OBP, .638 slugging, takes a strike 1-1. No home runs, 26 RBIs still in the year, which leads Father McGivney in the RBI department. 1-1. This one's going to be hit into right center. This one might get down. Jones can't get there. Neither can Hodap. He'll get down for a single. And Father McGivney has the leadoff runner on here in the top of the second. Just kind of got one in the right center and kind of fell right between Jones and Hodap. You also saw Ferris try to make a play there, but out of reach of everybody. Gets down for a hit. And Father McGivney has a leadoff runner on. It's their first base run of the game. And he went down 1-2-3 in the first. So now they get the leadoff guy on. And here's Isaac Windler, the first baseman for the Griffins. First pitch takes a strike, and it goes 0-1. Davis able to get a first pitch strike over. Windler, a .281 average, .438 OBP, .509 slugging. This guy that's hit as well. 2 home runs on the year. He's got the other 2 for Father McGivney. That one's outside, 1-1. 21 RBIs. He had the other 5 come from their 3-hitter today, the right fielder Amar Avalos. He's got 5 of them. And check back at first, and the runner's back in there safely at first. He's off. You look at it, just 18 RBIs for Avalos, but it has a .300 average and a .680 slugging. Fouled back, count goes 1-2. Davis got a strikeout in the first, and it was the second batter he faced. Looking for another one here. It's a 1-2 count on to Windler, the third baseman today for the Griffins. 5-hitter in the Father McGivney lineup, the 1-2. Breaking ball, that one's going to be golfed to right. It's going to go out of play. As Kake is trying to make a run for it, but way too far down the line. We'll stay 1-2. Windler back in the box. Davis back on the bump ready. 1-2 pitch coming. Runner on at first. Nobody out the pitch. Breaking ball. He got him. Strike 3. A nice pitch from Davis. On a 1-2 count, gets the strikeout, number 1. That's his second K of the morning. And it's a big one to Lindler for out number 1. His both strikeouts so far have been the looking variety. To open things up, we have out number 1 here in the top of the second. So 1 out. I'll bring in the next batter. Mason Holmes, the left fielder, he takes a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Holmes coming in with a average of .446. He has a .523 OBP, .589 slugging, no home runs, and 16 RBIs. 1-0, that one's going to miss outside, and Davis falls behind 2-0. Runner on at first after a leadoff single to start the end of the 2-0. That one's going to be popped up right side in foul territory. Lindemann trying to get to it. So is Davis. And Davis made the catch, fell down, and then lost the ball. And advancing from first to second, Stohar, the umpire, is signaling to go back to first because it looked like he's signaled time as Davis collided with Lindemann. Lindemann's up, standing, and Davis is sitting down and will be checked out here by Coach Wiggs, and hopefully he's all right. He collided with Lindemann. It looked like Brody was going to get there. Davis was coming in. Kakis was in the area as well. And they both collided, and hopefully Davis is going to be all right. So he got to the ball. After he got the ball and it fell out of his glove, I mean, it did make a quick play to get on it and throw it down to second base. As he's going to get up to, and then looks like he's going to stay in the ball game and return to the mound. A big second out for Belleville East, and a little bit of a scary one, but everyone's all right. And out number 2 now for Father McGivney. See, we'll go. Davis is going to take some warm-up pitches here, make sure he's all right. And first pitch looks fine and normal as always. And we'll get the next batter in the center fielder for the Griffins, Ben Sink, with the runner on at first. They had the runner stay at first base. So he advance tag from first to second. But he'll stay at first, and here is Sink, the center fielder. 298 average, 476 OBP. First pitch to him. There's a strike 0-1. Lancers in the bottom of the second will send 5, 6, 7 part of the order up. Brody Linneman will lead things off in the second, bottom second. The 0-1. Ground ball hit foul to the right side. It'll go 0-2. Davis trying to strand a leadoff single at first. It was too hard. They got on with a base hit in the right center field. Davis has battled back for a strikeout and a pop-out. Both his outs, he got the pop-out and obviously got the strikeout. The 0-2, that one will miss outside. Couldn't get him to chase. And it'll go 1-2. 1-2, that one will miss high and outside. It'll go 2-2. Davis was ahead 0-2. Now the count even at 2 apiece. 2-2. Breaking ball, strike 3. Davis, another strikeout, a beautiful pitch, and all 3 strikeouts to open up today have been looking. He gets 2 in the end and strands a runner at first base. Belleville still batting in the bottom of the second with a nothing score. Back in a moment. Brody Linneman leads things off here in the bottom of the second for the Lancers. A no-score ball game. Belleville was able to get a 2-out single thanks to Grady Davis in the bottom of the first, but did not score as Kagas grounded out the runner on at second, 2 outs. 0-1 count here on Linneman leading things off. The sophomore catcher in the 5 spot today for the Lancers. He'll foul that one straight back, and he'll go 0-2. Sophomore that's been taking a little bit of a big jump over the last, I'd say, season going back to last year at this time. 415 average coming into today. The 492 OBP, 18 RBIs on the season for the Lancer sophomore. He's got an 0-2 pitch here coming, and this one's going to be swung on and missed. Camp another strikeout. He picks up his second. Started off the first with the K, and he'll start the second off here at the K as well on 3 pitches. It's swinging for out number 1. So 1 away, I'll bring in Oz Ferris, who's coming in with 2 home runs, and will bat 5th here, or 3 home runs, 25 RBIs. Leading the team, 419 average, 463 OBP, 561 slugging. He'll hit that pitch off foul to the left side, 0-1. Leads the team in homers and also in RBIs. Next closest in RBIs, just one away, is Newmeyer at 24. 0-1 coming here to Ferris, and the pitch. This one's going to be popped up left side, foul territory. Catcher going for it. The pitcher camp slides and can't come up with it. It's 0-2. So Ferris down. We've got an 0-2 pitch coming as well. You look at this Lancer offense and looking at RBI, I think that's one of the biggest things this season for Lancers. They have a lot more guys with a lot more RBIs. So you got 3 guys 20 plus, and then you look at Lindemann, he's got 18. You got a guy at 15 with Davis, and there's a lot of guys that have either double-digit RBIs or 20 RBIs, and something that Belleville, it took a while last year to get 6 guys with 10 or more RBIs last year. And so Belleville, it feels like they've scored a lot more runs this year. That came in today averaging over 8 runs per game. Ferris, the 0-2, takes that one for a ball and will go 1-2. Came in averaging 8.86 runs per game. They're only giving up 2.5. Batting 360, 449 OBP. Pitching a 2.37 ERA. And the 1-2 to Ferris. This one's going to be hit to the left side. Popped up, and it will go foul out of play to the left. Another 1-2 coming for Ferris. Ferris is taking a big jump from last year as well. Felt like he had some flashes last season coming in, but the offense has really picked up this season. You talk about 3 home runs leading the team, and the guy just can hit the ball. He's got a 1-2 here. He sends this one foul again. He's fouled off 3 in this at-bat. Another 1-2 coming. And the 1-2. Breaking ball. Got him on the inside part. Ferris will go down looking back-to-back Ks for Camp. He's got 3 now today. And there's 2 away here in the top of the second. A nice breaking ball on the inside part, and it fooled Ferris. So 2 away. It'll now bring in Owen Hodap, the Lancer second baseman. It's in the 7th spot today. Seen him play at third as well, but Luke Monroe is on deck. He's playing third this morning for Belleville. First pitch to Hodap. Swings at it. Hits this one into center on a fly ball. The center fielder back it up a few steps. And the catch is made by Ben Sink for Father McGivney. Lancers go down to 1-2-3 here in the second. We've played 2. No score. On to the third. This is Lancer Baseball on the Belleville Broadcast Network. First pitch at the top of the third misses outside. 1-0 to the 8-hitter in the Father McGivney lineup. Scott Phelps, the catcher today, left-handed batter. No score in the top of the third. This one's going to be hit into left center field. Jones is backing up. This ball's going to get down over his head. Phelps will have a double as the ball's going to be thrown into the left side of the infield. A leadoff double for Phelps, and Father McGivney as the leadoff runner on for back-to-back innings. Last time they had a single. This time a double. See if they can do anything with it, as there's going to be a courtesy runner out at second for Father McGivney. See who that will be here for the catcher in Phelps, which is David Carroll, number 22 for the Griffins. So he'll run at second. Now it's the 9-hitter for Father McGivney. Ty Etchison, the second baseman. 412 average, 524 OBP, 7 RBIs on the season. Gets on base, and Father McGivney like him to do that here. Runner on a second. He's going to show bunt and pull it back. Got a runner on at second here and trying to see if they're going to try and move that runner to third, looks like. And try to make sense, get the top part of the order up, and you feel comfortable with the top part of the order with just a runner on third, one out. I feel like you can easily score him in. Shows bunt this time. This one's popped up, and it'll go foul behind the home plate. Atkinson came in with, as I mentioned, a high average. He's only had 23 plate appearances on the season. 17 at-bats. Kagas in on the right side for the bunt. That one's going to get away on the bunt. All the way to the backstop, taking third on the wild pitch is the courtesy runner in Carroll for Phelps. And Father McGivney has a runner in scored position at third base with nobody out, and a 2-1 count coming here on Ty Etchison, the 9th place hitter in the Father McGivney lineup. So leadoff double and a wild pitch. 2-1. Now he'll swing the bat. He'll take that one high and go 3-1. Father McGivney has the top part of the order coming up. After this, Canyon Camp waiting on deck. He's got 20 RBIs on the year. 3-1. Misses for ball 4, and it's a walk. So now you got a double walk, and runners are at the corners with nobody out to open up the top of the third. Now you have the top part of the order to deal with here in camp. He ground out to second to start the ball game on the second pitch. We'll see what Belleville can do here with Davis on the mound, trying to battle through this one. He gave up a leadoff single last inning and was able to get out of it. And the first pitch to Camp, the starter, he'll take a strike on the outside part, 0-1. Very high OBP of 570 coming into today. That one's going to be hit down the third base line. It's a fair ball. It was a runner hit and run off from first, so one run will score. Here comes another, and then Tripp go back down to third. So staying at third base was Etchen. It's an RBI double. Only one run scores, but Father McGivney has an early lead. That one was hit just fair down the third base line, and a great attempt by Monroe at third. It was just a little bit out of reach, and Camp helps out himself with an RBI double. He grabs his 21st RBI of the year, and Father McGivney has taken an early lead. 1-0 here in the top of the third. Now the Lancers will have a mound visit with the infield and try and find a way to get out of this inning. Still got to get an out, too. The first three have got on. Double, walk, double. And a 1-0 lead for Father McGivney. You look at this season, when they score first in a game, they are 16-1 when they score first this year. Belleville East on the other side, when opponents score first, are just 2-5. So we'll see how that goes today for Belleville East. But Davis, kind of a rough start to the inning and trying to battle back now. He'll have to face the two-hitter and Drew Kleinheider, the shortstop. Was able to strike him out the first time up. Conference breaks up. Davis back on the bump, facing Kleinheider. This first pitch. This one's sent into center. Jones, back it up, back it up, back it up. Now to his left, makes the catch. Tagging from third, and he's going to score with no throws. It's cut off in the infield, and the Father McGivney Griffins have another run. It's 2-0. RBI sac fly for Kleinheider. That's his 24th RBI of the year, and Father McGivney's made it 2-0. Lancers are able to get an out here in the third. Next pitch will miss inside. Omar Avalos, the right fielder. Grounded out to short first time up. He was out number 3 in the first inning. Avalos with 10 RBIs on the 18 RBIs on the season. He'll take a strike. It'll go 1-1. 5 home runs. Left-handed batter. This guy is only a sophomore for Father McGivney. Class of 2027. That one will miss outside, 2-1. And looked at the roster. They have a few seniors, but a lot of these guys are juniors or sophomores, like Avalos. There's a few seniors for sure, but they have a good group for next year as well. So it's 2-2 now here on the Father McGivney right fielder. Program that's been getting better and better each year. 4 straight 31 or more win seasons. 2-2. This is outside. It'll go full 3-2. Got the cleanup hitter on deck. Justin Terhar, the third baseman. Coming up. 3-2. That one will miss outside. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning by Davis. It is 2 on, 1 out. For Father McGivney looking for more. New trouble's coming when you got 2 on. Nobody out for the top part of the order. Now into the middle part, but still 2 on. Justin Tarr, the third baseman, got the first hit. He was the first base runner for Father McGivney last inning. And we're going to have 2 runners at second base as Avalos was off. They throw it down to second, and now we got a pickle here. Let's see if the Lancers can get him out on the left side. Tommy trying to track him down. We'll throw it over to third. There is Davis who's going to help out. He tags out the lead base runner for out number 2. That's Camp as Avalos was off from first. And they thought it was a double steal, and Camp did not run. So you had 2 runners essentially at second base, and the Lancers were eventually able to get it out. They got the lead runner 2 away. So Belleville East gets it out there. And they'll take down the base running miscue. There's a strike from Davis. Now just got to get this last out here and see if we can get some offense going in the bottom of the third. It'll be 8-9-1 due up with Luke Monroe leading things off. Next pitch, Davis. Couldn't give him a chase. That one misses outside. Davis looks at the runner at second, comes home. That one will miss again. Trying to get this last out here and get out of this inning. The pitch. That one misses inside on the 3-1. It's going to be ball 4. So back to 2 on, 2 out. That's the second straight walk by Davis, the third in the inning. Now bringing the 5th hitter, Isaac Windler, the first baseman. He struck out looking first time up, and see if Davis can get him out here again for the second time. First pitch will miss outside, 1-0. And a check back at second. The base runner in there safely is Avalos. And the 1-0. This one's going to be hit into center. Jones has got to back up at a left center field. This ball is going to get down. 2 runs will score. It's going to be 4-0. And thinking about a triple, here's Windler. Throw down to third is going to be late. Gets away. Davis was backing up. And it's a 4-run third for Father McGivney. A 2-run double by Windler. Picking up RBIs. Number 22 and 23. And it's a 4 spot in the third. Lancers were just 1 out away from getting out of it. And then Windler sends one deep, and a 2-run triple for Father McGivney's Windler, and it's going to be a 4-0 game. So first pitch misses inside 1-0 to the next batter in Mason Holmes, the left fielder. Showed off the speed as well, taking third. That misses high, 2-0. For Windler, that is his second triple of the season. Came in with a 5.09 slug at the end of today. That one's going to miss inside. It'll go 3-0. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike, and it's 3-1 on Holmes. Popped out to Davis in foul territory in the last inning in the second. That one's going to be fouled off to the right out of play, and 3-2 now. Count runs full. It's the fourth 3-ball count of the morning. Comes home on a 3-2. That one's going to be hit up the middle, and Tommy cut it off into the outfield, but it's going to be a RBI single nonetheless, and it's 5-0 Father McGivney. That one got through in the middle part of the field, and the eighth batter of the inning comes through for the Griffins. It's a 5 spot here in the top of the third. Ben Sink coming up, looking to add on. RBI for Holmes is his 17th of the season. Check back at first and runner in there safely. 5-0 in the third. 3 of them coming with 2 outs here in the inning. There's a swing and a miss, 0-1 to Sink, the center fielder. He struck out looking first time up. Was the last out in the second. 9th hitter of the inning for Father McGivney. Got the catcher on deck in Scott Phelps, who started everything off with a double. That one's going to hit Sink, so now you got 2 on. And it will continue to Phelps, who doubled first time up. And here comes head coach Ryan Wiggs out of the Lancer dugout on the first base side with 2 on, 2 out. And they will meet on the mound here, and I assume Coach Wiggs will bring in a new pitcher. Looks like that is what we're going to have here. We'll have a pitch and change to tell you about when we come back. Father McGivney has a 5 spot in the third. They're looking for more. 2 on, 2 out. Back in a moment here from Belleville East. New pitcher to tell you about for Belleville East. We're at number 24. Seth Guthrie will come in to relieve Grady Davis here with 2 on, 2 out. In the top of the third, Father McGivney's already scored 5 this inning, looking for more as it brings up the 10th hitter of the lineup, and Scott Phelps, the 8th hitter in the lineup. He takes a strike 0-1, 10th batter of the inning. They've batted around. And Phelps looking for more. Started the inning off with a double, and he's got 2 on, 2 out here. Guthrie is making his 10th appearance of the season, his 10th appearance of the season, and he comes in with a record of 1-0. He's pitched 10 2/3 on the year with no runs given up, has a save, 6 hits allowed, 8 strikeouts to 2 walks, a 5.25 Ks per 7, a 0.75 whip. Hitters are batting 158 against him with a 200 OBP. We've kind of seen him over this week, been used in the 7th inning for the last out. Came in with 2 outs against Centralia on Monday non-conference play. Then on conference play on Tuesday, came in and got the last out against Alton. And both of those times there was runners on. So let's see if he can do the same thing here, get the last out with runners on, and send this to the bottom of the third. 0-1 pitch coming. Ground ball hit to the right side. It's going to get through as it got past a dive, and Owen Hodap scoring from second. It is going to be another run, 6-0, as Mason Holmes comes home. Coming from first to third is Sink. And Father McGivney not done yet. First and third, 2 out at RBI single for Phelps. A 6-run top of the third. David Carroll, courtesy run again, number 22 for Father McGivney. And a big inning for the Griffins, and they're still not done. 11th batter of the inning now. And Ty Atkinson, the second baseman, he walked first time up this inning. Takes a strike 0-1. For Phelps, that's his 22nd RBI of the season. Runners off from first, and it'll be a throw down to second, and that one does not get away as Hodap had to go to his right, make sure that one stayed in front. His thought about coming home from third was Sink, but it is a stolen base for Carroll. 0-2 count, 2 on, 2 out. Guthrie 1 strike away from getting out of this. The 0-2. That one will miss low. Couldn't give him the chase. 1 and 2. That's 6 runs in the inning on 5 hits. 3 walks and a hit by pitch. That one tap foul to the right side. The outs was a base run and miscue and a sac fly. Is 2 outs so far. Lancers looking for that third one here. The 0-2. Breaking ball, missed inside. And the count's even up at 2 apiece now. That one's going to be hit into left center field. Left fielder going back. This ball is going to get down. Newmeyer couldn't get there. 2 runs will score. Throw coming into third. Sliding into third safely with a 2-out, 2-run triple is Ty Atkinson, and it's 8-0 Father McGivney. They've scored 8 runs here in the top half of the third. With 6 of them coming with 2 outs. RBIs for Ty Atkinson, number 8 and number 9 of the year. Now it's back to the top of the order here in Cannon Camp. The starter had an RBI double earlier this inning. 1 for 2 to take the first pitch outside for a ball 1-0. It's going to miss low and will go 2-0. Rough inning. Belleville's just trying to get this last out. This is the 12th batter of the inning for Father McGivney. 2-0. This one's going to be hit into center. Jones has the catch for out number 3. Now in the inning for Father McGivney. The damage has been done. 8 runs in the inning, 12 batters hit, 8 runs on 6 hits, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. We've played 2.5. Father McGivney leads 8-0. Back in a moment. Luke Monroe looks to get things going again for Belleville East. Be playing the bottom of the third, 8-0 lead for the Griffins. First pitch to Monroe, since this one right behind second base, and it'll be caught by the shortstop on a pop out for out number 1 as Monroe pops out to Kleinheider for 1 away in the third inning. He'll now bring in the 9-hitter for Belleville East, the secondary leadoff hitter in Jalen Jones. See if he can use that to get on base. Came in today with a average of 260. Does have a 413 OBP. This one hit to the left side, and the throw over to first in time. Two pitches, 2 outs for Belleville East. And we'll go back to the top of the order and Reed Newmeyer, the left fielder. He struck out swinging first time up. Start the ball. He went down on 3 pitches, and Camp quick start, 2 pitches, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. And Father McGivney like to make this a quick inning, go back and hit, get the momentum rolling again on offense. Scoring 8 runs in the top half of the third. First pitch to Newmeyer. That one will miss outside 1-0. Father McGivney's offense has been really, really good. You saw that in the top of the third. They put a lot of balls in play. And when they did not, they took good at-bats, did not strike out. They had multiple walks, hit by pitch, multiple hits, a lot of balls put in the outfield, and had 2 triples in the inning. And this is a team that just likes to score. They've scored 10 runs or more this season 13 times out of their 21 games. And they're 19-0 when scoring 4 runs or more. That one will miss inside. 2-1. Belleville East on the other side. You look at this. When opponents score 5 runs or more this year, Lancers are 3-3 on the year. They haven't given up many runs this season. I believe the most is 8 so far. There's a strike on the outside part, 2-2. Which ties today. Gave up 8 to Cincinnati Hills Christian. They went down to Memphis earlier in the season. 2-2. That one fouled off out of play to the right. And some of these losses is for Belleville. You look at their 6 losses on the year. He lost to Mascoutah. He gave up 6 runs there. He lost to Miller North, Nebraska. Gave up 4. Lost to Cincinnati, as I mentioned, 8 runs. Lost to Rochester. Gave up 5. Columbia 2. Alton 3. The pitching in those losses has still been really good. That one will miss high. And the count runs full. It's kind of a game where he gave up a lot to a very good offense so far. I mean, a very high OPP, 501 as a team for Father McGivney coming into play. Full count. That one's going to miss ball 4. And the Lancers will have a 2-out base runner. It's their second base runner of the game, as Davis got out with a single with 2 outs in the first inning. And we'll see if Belleville East can do something with it here this time after they couldn't do anything with it the first time. And they'll bring in Tommy Kromkowski, the Lancer shortstop. Grounded out to his counterpart at short, Drew Kleinheider. His first time up in the first. Check back at first. Newmeyer in there safely. Tommy coming in with a .492 average, .563 OPP. And he has 21 RBIs on the year. Swings at the first pitch, hits it to the left side. The shortstop there. Kleiner will flip to second, and the catch is made by the Father McGivney second baseman Ty Atkinson for out number 3. Lancers get a 2-out walk, but unable to do anything with it. We have played 3 innings with Father McGivney leading Belleville East 8-0. Back in a moment here. Eight nothing. Father McGivney leading here to start the top of the fourth. As go back to the Father McGivney top of the order. Drew Kleinheider, the 2-hitter, leads things off. Third pitcher of the day for Belleville East. Nasir Ferris is the third pitcher. His first pitch will miss for a ball 1-0. Nas into the ball game after Grady Davis and Seth Guthrie finished the first 3 innings for Belleville East. And get you those final lines here in just a second, as a 1-0 is going to be fouled off to the right side. It'll go over the Lancer dugout and out of play 1-1. Davis was the starter. They ended up going 2 2/3, had 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits, 7 runs, all 7 of them earned, and he hit a batter. Seth Guthrie got the last out, just went a third of an inning. No Ks, no walks, 2 hits, and a 1 run. It was earned. Only faced 3 batters. That one will miss outside. That was his first run given up this season. So Nas comes in. This is his 6th appearance. He's 3-1. He's pitched in 13 innings. He's given up 7 runs, 6 of them earned. A 3.23 ERA. There's a strike, and it'll go 2-2. He's given up 15 hits, 11 strikeouts to 7 walks, a 5.92 Ks per 7, a 1.69 whip. Hitters are batting .278 against him, 371 OBP. That one just missed on the breaking ball. Ran full on it. Looked like it could have easily been strike 3, but looked like it may have went a little bit high. Now it's a full count, 3-2. That's outside, ball 4. And a leadoff walk to start the inning here for Kleinheider. He had a sac fly RBI last inning. And Father McGivney, they've got the leadoff runner on now the last 3 innings in this ballgame. They went down 1-2-3 to start the first, and the offense got going in the second. Did not score, but you can tell they were starting to got a runner on at first to start the inning. And then literally Phelps, the 8th hitter, led off the 3rd with a leadoff double. First pitch, a ball, 1-0 to Mar Avalos, the right fielder. 0 for 1, grounded out in a walk. Of course, a run. Runner's off for second. It's a strike, throw down, and a stolen base for Kleinheider. So he steals second, and there's nobody out. It's the 25th stolen base on the season for Drew Kleinheider for Father McGivney. That one's outside 2-1. And that leads the team. He's only been caught stealing once. 25 for 26 on the year. So he could swipe some bags, and he just did. 2-1, and he got a runner on second, nobody out. Griffins looking for more. This one's going to be popped up, and that one will go foul to the left, 2-2. And the 2-2. That one's fouled back again here by Avalos. We'll try it again, trying to get this last strike and pick up the first out of the inning. Giving up a leadoff walk, the 2-2. This one's going to be hit into center. Jalen back it up to his right. He's able to put the glove up and make the catch. Runner will stay put at second. And a huge out, number 1 here for Nas in the top of the 4th, 1 away. So 1 out. I'll bring up the cleanup hitter today for the Father McGivney Griffins. And Justin Tahar, their 3rd baseman, he is 1 for 1. Single and a walk. Also scored in the 3rd. First pitch, takes it for a strike, 0-1. A 622 OBP, 517 average, leading this Father McGivney team in both of those departments. Breaking ball hit right side. There's the Lancers' second baseman, Hodap. He'll fire it over, and Kagas will make the catch for the second out, 2 away. Moves the runner to 3rd. And Father McGivney needs some 2-out hitting. They had 6 runs last inning with 2 outs. And looking for more here. So they know how to hit with 2 outs, and they will send up the 5-hitter. And Isaac Windler, who got a 2-run triple, and that came with 2 outs. So he'll step in here. First pitch, swing, and a miss, 0-1. Grabbed RBIs 22 and 23 on the season. 0-1. That one's going to be smoked into left. That one's going back, and that one's going to get down and go over the head of Newmeyer. Bounces up against the fence, and that's going to be an RBI double, 2 outs. Wendler has picked up his 3rd RBI of the game, and he's 2 for 3 with 2 extra base hits. Triple and a double, and another run scores for Father McGivney. Their 9th of the day, and it's 9-0 here in the top of the 4th with a runner on at second, 2 outs. Smoked it to left and just missed a home run by a couple feet. And it's 9-0. RBI number 24 now in the year for Wendler. His first pitch to Mason Holmes is going to be fouled off to the right side, 0-1. Lancer pitching was pretty good throughout the week. As I mentioned, he kind of went through some of the losses throughout the season. The pitching's been really good, and it's the most runs they've given up all season in a game, now at 9. One's going to miss, 1-1. Father McGivney, as I mentioned, just a baseball program that's just had a lot of success, and it's a young program as well that has really just came on to the surface playing good baseball. They had one rough year 4-15 in 2019, and that was it. You know, they won 31 wins or 31 games or more in a season 4 straight times since then. Combined program record 138, 84, 802, and you look at head coach as well for Father McGivney. Chris Irwin, who's now in his 5th year, did not coach the first year. His record's even better, 876 win percentage, 134-19. 2-2 is the count. And the pitch. That one's going to miss. They'll go 3-2. They, as I mentioned, have clinched the Gateway Metro Conference with their sweep over Metro East Lutheran this week. I believe on Thursday is when they clinched it. They swept them, and they've done a good job, and they've played well in the playoffs too. You know, they got to the super sectional last year. Came 1 game shy of state. That one fouled off to right. Payoff pitch coming here on Holmes. Went 34-5, 7-1 conference play. Won the conference. Out of Class 1A. Strike 3 call on Oswald in the top of the 4th with a strikeout look, and he gets his first K on the day. A walk and a double in the inning, scores a Father McGivney run, and we've played 3.5 with the Griffins extending the lead, 9-0. Back in a moment for the bottom of the 4th. Starting off the bottom of the 4th here is the Lancers 3-hitter, the starting pitcher, and now taking over in right, Grady Davis. He takes a strike 0-1, singled in the bottom of the 1st, stole second, but he was left stranded at second base. And bats here for the second time, down 9-0. That one's going to be fouled off to the left side, 0-2. Cannon Camp has been the starter today for Father McGivney. He's started his 4th inning of work, and guy that's been really good to open things up. Came in today with a 1.68 ERA and has not allowed a run yet. He's only allowed 2 base runners. Walk and a single. And the 0-2. Half swing, and they say he went. Peeled down to first, and the first base ump says he did not go. And it goes 1-2. Davis now 2-2. Off this bottom of the 4, trying to get a leadoff runner on. Belleville East has not been able to do that yet. Both base runners in the 1st and 3rd came with 2 out. That one's going to be fouled off to the right side out of play. Strike 3 call. Davis down looking. Camp picks up his 4th strikeout of the afternoon or the morning. His 2nd looking. And there's 1 away. I'll bring in the Lancer batter, Caden Kagas, the cleanup hitter. Grounded out 1st time up. Lancer first baseman bats for the 2nd time with 1 out here in the 4th. This one's going to be hit in the left near the down the line into the corner, and it'll go foul out of play, and it'll go 1-1. Right over the fence. Put foul to the left of the foul pole. And a 1-1 coming. That one's going to miss outside 2-1 to Kagas. This one's going to be hit into left center field. This one's going to have some trouble. It's going to get down all the way to the wall. And Kagas is going to have a double. The first extra base hit of the day for Belleville East. And it's a 1-out double at the bottom of the 4th. Lancers looking to get on the board and have an opportunity here. Kagas 1 for 2 gets on. And we'll now bring in Brody Lindeman. He struck out swinging. First time up in the bottom of the 2nd. We're going to have a courtesy runner on at 2nd. 26, which is Dixon, which Coach Wiggs has wrote down on our roster. So does not. I don't have a first name for you. I apologize. It's going to be Coach Wiggs with the issue there. I'll see if I can find on my other roster that I have. But Dixon is the courtesy runner, pitch runner at 2nd for Kagas. Number 26 for the Lancers in the first pitch, fouled back 0-1 here from Lindeman. Lindeman struck out swinging for the first down, the 2nd. The Lancers can bring in that run from 2nd, trying to get on the board. Father McGivney 8 runs in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. The 1's going to miss, and we'll go 1-1. There's going to be a strike. It'll go 1-2 now. On Lindeman trying to come through, comes in with RBI count of 18 on the season. 415 average and a 492 OBP. 1-2. Ground ball hit. Right side. That's going to get through to the outfield, a base hit. Lancers will get a run here. Lindeman with an RBI single. Dixon's going to hold at 3rd. He could have went home as the center fielder bobbled it. Couldn't come up with it cleanly, and the Lancers will have runners at the corners with 1 out. Almost had a run. And another runner at first. That's going to be Logan Faust, who's going to courtesy run at first base for Lindeman. The Lancer catcher. So almost had an RBI, but Belleville says 1st and 3rd, 1 out for Naz Ferris, who steps in. He struck out looking first time up. If he can come through here and get something going for Belleville East. 25 RBIs leading the team. Check back at first, the courtesy runner Faust. He's in there safely. Check back at first again. They got fouled out. They picked him off. First time didn't get it. They tried again. They pick off the runner at first. And the Lancers now looking at 2 outs, runner on at third. As they pick off the runner at third. Niles will swing at the first pitch and foul it off 0-1. It's coming up here with 2 outs now, and got to get a base hit here with 2 out and trying to get on the board still. Lancers' best opportunity yet. They've had runners on, and both come with 2 outs, so a 2-out runner at second in the first. As this one's going to be hit into left center. This one might be trouble as the center fielder goes into his right and makes the play. Ben Sink had to track down that one. He ran a lot of grass, and he's able to make the catch. And the Lancers unable to score. They strand a runner at third, and we have a 9-0 game. We go to the 5th. Back in a moment here from Belleville East. Top of the 5th, Father McGivney leading at 9-0 here over Belleville East. Steven Stockley, the first pitch. The start the 5th will miss for a ball 1-0. Nas Ferris out for his second inning of work, and it's been a rough one for Belleville East. Almost got a run across in the bottom of the 4th, but unable to. Strand a runner at third. This one's hit to the right side, and Kagas will jump up and make the catch and step on first for round number 1. He played it off a bounce, and Sink is retired for the first out here in the 5th inning. Away, and I'll bring in the catcher, Scott Phelps. 2 for 2, a double and a single. Also on an RBI. He jumps on the first pitch, pops it up left side. Lassou is going to get it. Monroe coming in. He goes to his left, makes the play for out number 2. So you got 2 pitches, 2 outs to start the 5th. Lancers trying to get the last out here. It'll be a quick 1-2-3, and they had a 1-2-3 first. Haven't got one since then. But Nas has retired 3 straight Father McGivney batters. So bring in, I believe this is Ty Etchinson now, and it is. He takes a strike 0-1. He's had a good day today. Walk and a 2-run triple. That's a good day. And of course, 2 runs. 1 run, sorry. Scored once. Let's hope he doesn't score twice. 0-1 coming. That one's going to miss for a ball 1-1. That one's going to miss inside from Nas, 2-1. Lancers in the bottom of the 5th. Down their last 9 outs, will send the bottom 3 part of the order with Owen Hodap, Luke Monroe, and Jalen Jones. 2-1. That misses in the dirt, 3-1. Now let's ground down a pop out to start the inning, 3-1. It's going to miss, ball 4 to walk. 5-pitch walk, and Father McGivney has a 2-out base runner. And it goes to the top of the order now, and Cannon Camp, the starter today. He is 1 for 3, but his hit was big for Father McGivney that 3rd inning, an RBI double. 1 for 3. Takes the first pitch low and inside, 1-0. Well, no, that one's outside. Runners down to second, trying to steal a throw. Tommy got the tag down, but it's late. And a stolen base for Ty Etchinson. He will get stolen base number 2 of the season. He's 2 for 2 now, and stolen base attempts, and he's at second base with 2 out. Father McGivney trying to get the 10th run across the home plate of the game, and if they can, they'd be in run rule territory here, an opportunity for them to win in the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 as that next pitch missed outside. 3-0. Fouled off to the left side, 3-1. Camp pitching a shutout on the mound and recorded RBI number 21 back in the 2nd inning. 3-1. This one's hit up the middle. Tommy makes a great play going to his left, fires to first, but the ball gets away. A run will score for Father McGivney on the air, and they've made it 10-0 here in the top of the 5th. And they are in run rule territory, just 3 outs away from run rule in the Lancers today. And a runner at second with 2 out. And here comes Coach Wiggs out of the Lancer dugout. That'll be it for Nas Ferris today, where we have a pitching change to tell you about. We'll tell you about when we come back here from Belleville East. 2 outs, runner at second for Father McGivney. They've scored their 10th run of the game with the run here in the 5th. The new pitcher to tell you about for Belleville East, the catcher Brody Lindeman, now on the bump. He's the 4th pitcher of the day, relieving Nas Ferris, who had 1 2/3. He'll get you his final line in a moment. The book's not finished on him with a runner at second. The first pitch misses outside, 1-0 to Drew Kleinheider, the shortstop today for Father McGivney. But Belleville East, when they bat in the bottom of the 5th, no matter what, will be in trouble. They'll have to score a run to keep this game alive, at least a run. Down by 10 here. There's a strike 1-1. You got Angus Gartland, who is behind the plate doing the catching. Grady Davis is staying in right after he came in from right after starting the game. Everyone else is at their normal positions from the starting lineup. So that's who he's catching or throwing to is Gartland. Saw him at the Busch Stadium game. He had a solid game. There was a strike 2-2. It was fun to, again, that Busch Stadium game, it's fun. It's fun, being in that type of atmosphere. But the way Coach Wiggs does it, too, I think he does it really good. That he gives the young guys a shot, too. And it was fun watching the young guys play as well. Garland had an RBI double in that game. There's a strike 3 on a check swing. He's got to apply the tag, and he's got him for out number 3. So good work here by Brody Lindeman. Faced a batter and got a strikeout. Now needs his offense to come through. Lancers are down 10-0, down to the last 3 outs. Got to score a run to keep it alive. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Father McGivney leading 10-0. Back in a moment here from Belleville East. Adam Smith to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch hit in the Owen Hodap spot. Owen flew out to center first time up. So here is Adam Smith pinch hitting his first at-bat of the day, and he takes a pitch inside for a ball 1-0. Lancers work to do, have to score a run to keep this one alive. Down their last 3 outs. Smith batting .343 coming in, .452 OBP, 400 slugging, swings and misses 1-1. 9 RBIs on the year in his 2025 campaign. Next pitch. There's a strike 1 and 2. Lancers gave up 8 in the third, 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. And Father McGivney, they've played a very good ball game, and the start at Cannon Camp's been hard to hit. Time is called. He gave up some base runners last inning, got out of it. He picked a runner off at first. He gave up a 2-out single in the first. Davis still second. He still was able to get out of that. That one hit to right field. Right fielder is making the catch. Jamar Avalos is there for out number 1. The Lancers are down the last 2 outs now. So Smith pinch hit, flies out to right. He'll bring in a senior in Luke Monroe, the third baseman today. He popped out to short. He swung at the first pitch in the 3rd inning. Facing Camp. This Father McGivney team, very, very good. Seeing it here, one of the best teams in Class 1A. And for Belleville East, it feels like they've done well in non-conference play over the years. The last time they lost to a 1A school was back in 2018. Lost to Jabot on the 18th of April in 2018. That was a 5-2 loss. And Jabot that year would go on to win the regional championship. Class 1A would lose in the sectional semifinals, so lost to a solid Jabot team. That one will miss outside, and we know Father McGivney, they're primed to win probably 30 games again this season, 19-2. They've won 17 straight, and most likely will make a run in the postseason. There's a strike, and it'll go 2-2. They've already won their conference, winning the Gateway Metro Conference. Just knocked off Metro East Lutheran this week. Monroe fouls that one off. They swept Althoff. They're 3-0 on the season against common opponents with the Lancers. Alta Marquette and Mount Vernon, all three are wins. The pitch. That one's going to miss for a ball, and the count runs full 3-2. They've scored 10 runs or more 13 times. This is number 14 of the year. Came in averaging 10 runs a game. That one's going to be fouled off. Belleville East. We talked about the pitching. This is the most runs they've given up all year. In fact, they've given up 4 runs or less, 16 out of the 22 games this year. That's going to be ball 4. And Luke Monroe's on. It's the second walk by Camp. We talked about Camp coming into today. He's only walked one batter coming in 16 2/3. He's walked 2 now. As we'll have another pinch hitter here for Belleville East, Jalen Jones. It'll be pinch hit. It'll be Cale Briscoe wearing number 18. Pinch hitter for the Lancers. He'll bat here with 1 out. And that's going to hit him. So hit by pitch. Lancers have 2 on now. A walk and a hit by pitch here in the bottom of the 5th, and have a chance to keep this one alive possibly here. As Reed Newmeyer is going to step in. Father McGivney, talking about the offense, 10 runs. Well, they scored 10, but it's usually more than enough this year for the Griffins. They came into today 19-0. 19-0 when they score 4 runs or more. All 19 wins have came when they've scored 4 runs or more. And the 2 losses, they scored 1-3. So there you go. They've scored a run in every game this year. Swing and a miss by Newmeyer, 0-1. Chased at that one. And they're pitching. This is another thing, too. You look at offense. It's always great to have a good offense, but when it's complemented with a good pitching staff, you have a really good team. And Father McGivney this year is 16-0 when they allow 3 runs or less this season. 16-0. Ground ball hit, right side, double play ball. First baseman throws to second. It gets away in the outfield. Coming around third is Monroe. He will score. And the Lancers keep the game alive as the first baseman for Father McGivney, Isaac Wendler, threw it in the outfield, trying to get the out at second to start the double play. And Belleville East is on the board. And it's 10-1. And still have an opportunity to bring home some more. 2 on, 1 out to bring up Tommy Kromkowski. Grounded out to short both times today. 21 RBIs on the year. First pitch to Tommy. He'll take that one for a ball, 1-0. So Lancers have scored a run. They've only been shut out once this season. Came to Columbia 2-0. This one's going to be hit into right center field. Center fielder, let's see who's going to win it. It is going to be center fielder in sync. He makes the catch, tagging from second, going to third. Is going to be, I believe that's Jalen Jones back out there now for Briscoe. He's at third. And there's first and third, 2 out here for Belleville East. So it's all up to Grady Davis. Let's see if he can get some RBIs. He's got 15 of them on the year as runners at the corners. First pitch, ground ball hit. Shortstop flips to second. 1 pitch, 1 out to end the 5th. Lancers do keep the game alive on a throw in air. And we have played 5. We move to the 6th here from Belleville East with the Father McGivney Griffins leading the Belleville East Lancers 10-1. We move to the 6th. Back in a moment. This is Lancer Baseball on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. We're back top of the sixth. Lancers kept it alive with a run in the bottom of the fifth as it's 10-1. Brody Lindemann out for his second in work. He was able to get the last out on just one batter. He faced one batter, got the out on a strikeout as he struck out Kleinheiter in the top of the fifth. He's 1-1 count here on the three-hitter Amar Avalos, the right fielder for Father McGivney. And he's 0 for 2. Ground out the short, flew out the center, and walked today. 3, 4, 5, part of the order up. That one's going to miss, and it'll go 2-1 here on Avalos. Lindemann, the fourth pitcher of the day for Belleville East. And the pitch, that one's going to miss low and go 3-1. Final line on the three Lancer pitchers today. Grady Davis started the game with 2 2/3. 3 Ks, 3 walks, 5 hits, 7 runs, all 7 earned. Hit a batter. That one's going to be pop foul out of play. Seth Guthrie came in, got a third of it, pitched third inning, got 1 out. No Ks, no walks, 2 hits. He gave up a run that was earned. Did not hit a batter. And then Oz Ferris came in and went 1 2/3, 1 K, 2 walks, 1 hit, 2 runs. One of them was earned. As a 3-2 pitch, that one's going to miss low, ball 4. And Father McGivney has the leadoff runner on here. Avalos has walked for the second time today, and he starts off the sixth as the leadoff base runner for Father McGivney, which they have got today numerous times. They had the leadoff runner on in the second inning, did not score. Had a leadoff runner on in the third. They had that big inning of 8 runs, scored a run in the fourth thanks to a leadoff base runner as well. And did not have one last inning, but did get one across on a 2-out error. So here is the cleanup hitter, Justin Tuhar, the third baseman. And this guy is 1 for 2, and he's a guy that can really hit. Came into today leading Father McGivney an average at OBP. 517 average, 632 OBP. Does have 26 RBIs as well leading the team. That one's hit in the right. And the Lancer right fielder is Grady Davis. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Came in the right after starting the game. So there's 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Lindemann on the second batter. And he'll bring in the 5-hitter, Isaac Winderler, the first baseman. He's got 2 RBI hits today. That's 3 of them total. At a triple, 2-run triple in the third inning. RBI double in the second inning. Take the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. That one's going to be hit into left. Going back is Newmeyer to the wall, and this ball is going to get down, and it'll be a double for Windler. His third extra base hit of the day, his second double, and Father McGivney in a spot to get this back into run rule territory. Second and third, 1 out, and they've hit a lot of these balls deep into the outfield, and I'll have to do the count here on how many extra base hits they have, because I know they have 2 triples today. They have a good number of doubles as well. Let's do this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 extra base hits today by Father McGivney. 2 triples and 4 doubles. It's pretty good slugging, too. Slugging percentages. We'll bring in the next batter here in Mason Holmes, the left fielder. RBI single back in the third. Pops up the first pitch, foul out of play 0-1. And the OBP is pretty high, too, today for Father McGivney. They've drawn a lot of walks. They've been hit by the pitch once. Had a walk to start the inning. So, I mean, the OBP, I've done this a lot looking at teams. I don't think I've seen a team yet with a 501 OBP. I think that's the highest I've seen at the high school and JUCO level. So, that's pretty good, 501 and 539 slugging. 0-2, Lindemann's got ahead here on Holmes, the left fielder. And the pitch. Ground ball hit left side. It's going to get through as the Lancer infield was in. Tommy tried to make a play, go to his right, and 2 runs will score. 12-1, Father McGivney. Holmes, RBIs, his second and third today. RBIs 2 and 3 today, and how about RBIs number 17 and 18 on the year? And it's 12-1, Father McGivney here in the top of the sixth. They've added on, and they have scored 12 runs in the last 4 innings. At 8 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and now 2 in the sixth. This one's hit to the right. There's another base hit. Ben Sink with the hit. He's got his first hit of the day. He's on for the second time. Father McGivney first and second, 1 out. And there'll be Scott Phelps coming up, who he's done some damage today as well. 2 for 3, double RBI single, and a pop out. First pitch, ground ball to short. Tommy caught, I believe it was a line drive, and it is. It's a double play. The Lancers do turn that to end the inning. Belleville East has work to do once again, down by 11. They'll need 2 runs to keep this one alive when we go to the bottom of the sixth. Father McGivney leading 12-1. Back in a moment. Cannon Camp looking to finish this one. He has went all 5 innings, pitches the 6th as the first pitch misses outside 1-0 to Caden Kagas, the Lancer first baseman. He doubled last time up back in the 4th. This one's going to be hit to the right side. Foul territory. The pitcher camps under and he makes the catch, and there's quickly out number 1 on 2 pitches. Belleville East needs 2 runs here to keep this one alive. They faced a 10-0 deficit in the bottom of the 5th. And scored a run to keep it alive. Lancers have a pinch hitter here for Lindemann, who went 1 for 2. Grant Stellwagler, number 7, is the pinch hitter. Takes the first pitch for a ball 1-0. He is 1 for 1 on the year. Swing and a miss, 1-1. That hit came at Busch Stadium. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It's somewhere in my scorebook. It was an RBI single. Swing and a miss, and it goes 1-2. Came in that. Was that the fourth inning? That Lancer 5-run fourth at Busch Stadium. There is strike 3. Stellwag is down looking for out number 2. And the Lancers are down their last out on this one. Have another pinch hitter here. In the spot of Nas Ferris, Angus Gartland's going to hit here, number 8. He was doing the catch in the last 2 innings with Brody Lindeman taking over on the mound. He was relieved of his catching duties. Hits the Nas Ferris spot, jumps on the first pitch in the left, and that one is going to get down, and the game will be extended to the next batter. So Gartland, a 2-out single. It's a hit. And the Lancers will send another pinch hitter up. Gabe Kashecki's going to hit in the Adam Smith spot, which will start off with Owen Hodap. And the first pitch to Kashecki will miss outside, 1-0. Comes in with batting 120, 241 OBP, 240 slugging, just 25 at-bats, and 30 plate appearances on the year for the Lancer senior. Belleville East will be back in action in conference play Tuesday at O'Fallon. They'll play O'Fallon at home Thursday, and in between that, we'll get Chabot here at home on Wednesday next week. Look to get back and find a way to start off the week with a win. They started off the week well, defeated Centralia in a shutout, won 6-0 on Monday. Defeated Alton game 1 in conference play at home on Tuesday 3-1 and lost Thursday 3-0 at Alton in conference play. The 2 aces going at Tommy Krukowski going on Thursday, and you know how those Southwestern Conference matches go. This one's hit into left center. The left fielder for Father McGivney is under it, and he makes the catch as the catch is made by Mason Holmes, and that is the ball game. Father McGivney knocks off Belleville East in this one 12-1 via the run rule in 6 innings. Lancers fall to 16-7, 9-3 at home. Father McGivney improves to 20-2 on the year. They pick up their 20th win and improve to 6-0 on the road. We'll talk about it next. And welcome back in here to Belleville East. Welcome to our Lancer Baseball postgame show. Stu's Talk with you. Father McGivney wins this one 12-1 via the run rule in 6. Tough loss for Belleville East. They fall to 16-7, finished the week 2-2. Father McGivney gets their 20th win of the year. They improved to 20-2. Streak ends. Coach Wiggs and I have been talking about it. 4 straight wins, 4-0, and I came out here and it ends today. We kind of put it on the line to try to press our luck a little bit, I guess, and playing a very good Father McGivney team, and Father McGivney is, they're a really good ball club. This is a team that can hit, they can pitch, they can do a lot. They don't make many errors. They play good defense. They do a lot of things. They came into today 7-2 against Southwestern Conference opponents in their time as a baseball program. And it's included wins over Edwardsville, 10-0. They beat O'Fallon. They've split with them. They've beat Collinsville. They've split with West. They've beat Alton twice. This is a program that's really, really good. There's no doubt about it. And I know Belleville would like to put a better performance up today. I think a lot of people, would like that. But, you use these games as, learning games. Belleville East, we started off really well. And I think one thing that's kind of a little maybe overlooked a little bit, because people want to ride the success. There's no doubt about it. I love when my team, especially in Belleville East, is playing really good baseball. There's no doubt about it. And you kind of forget that, hey, you got to be better. And you kind of forget that there's going to be a time when you're going to go down. You're going to fall down, and you got to get back up. You have to get back up, and how do you respond after a loss like this? Belleville East, I think, will use this game well, hopefully to respond. And, Coach Wiggs has done a great job with this team. I talked about how good he's been. He came in today with a 181, 127 record, a 588 win percentage of his tenure. He's a good coach, and he knows what it takes to get back to where Belleville East wants to be. I know 2-2 week doesn't sound bad, and you split with Alton in conference play, which was important. Alton's a really good team. You sit in second right now. Edwardsville's 2-0. You're 5-1. That's a team against Alton that split with O'Fallon last week, and telling you with Belleville West, they split with O'Fallon. I think they lost 7-6 or 5-4, something like that, or 6-5. They lost by 1 run in the second game to O'Fallon on Thursday. That just tells you how wide open and how close the Southwestern Conference is. With Lancers have a good shot. There's no doubt about that. But for Belleville East, they are a good team. There's no doubt about it. They've shown they're a good team. And I think this loss, takes a little bit of, from that, but I don't think it should take away much, because, again, this is a loss for Belleville East. They have to kind of learn from, improve from, and just be better from. Belleville East is you get a little bit of break. We're going to be off tomorrow, Sunday. They're going to be off again Monday, and they're going to get O'Fallon back at it at O'Fallon Tuesday in Southwestern Conference play. You're going to get Jabot Wednesday in non-conference play, and then you're back at playing O'Fallon Thursday in conference play. So there's going to be some big games next week. You got to get back to what you were playing. Belleville East is a good baseball team. You have to play good baseball, and hopefully the Lancers can get back to it. I think they will. I know they will. This team, there's no doubt about it, they're a good team. But Father McGivney showed today that they are a force to be reckoned with, and it's kind of hard to stop them. And, they've done well as a program, 4 straight 31-win seasons, 31 wins or more in the last 4 seasons. And they've done well against Southwestern Conference opponents, and they are trying to get back to the state tournament. Got there in 2021, finished second, lost in the state championship, and they've got close last year, finished 1 game shy of making the state tournament, lost in the super sectionals. So this Father McGivney team is a good team, and I think they have a straight path to get there. They've now won 18 straight ball games. There are 2 losses going down to Tennessee. That tells you a lot about Father McGivney this season. Belleville East today, 16-7 after this loss. The offense only had 4 hits today. Felt like they could have scored some more runs. They had to face a good pitcher today. But you had a 2-out single in the first. Lance was hoping to get some 2-out offense, couldn't get it going there. Lance had a 2-out walk in third, couldn't get it there, and ended up scoring a run in the 5th that was unearned as well. It was off a throwing error. So you scored one run that was off an error. You'd like to be better in that spot for Belleville East this season. We know the offense is better. They came in averaging 8 runs per game, and for pitching wise too, they gave up 12 runs. The most they gave up prior was 8, so they've given up the most runs they've had this season, coming in to today. Belleville East, let's look at the pitching lines for you. Grady Davis was the starter. He gets the loss. He will fall to 2-1. His first loss of the season, going 2 2/3, 3 Ks, 3 walks, 5 hits, 7 runs, all 7 of them earned, and a hit by pitch. Seth Guthrie came in relief. He pitched the third of an inning. No Ks, no walks, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No hit by pitches. Now Ferrers went 1 2/3, 1 K, 2 walks, 1 hit, 2 runs. One of them was earned and a hit by pitch. Brody Lindemann went 1 1/3, 1 K, 1 walk, 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of them were earned and no hit by pitches. Father McGivney, their start today was Cannon Camp. He went 6 innings, gets the win. He improves with his complete game, going to 3-1 on the season. He went 6 innings, 5 Ks, 2 walks, 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned, and he hit a batter today for Father McGivney. On the scoreboard, it runs, hits, and air. So the visiting Griffins of Father McGivney High School, 12-11-0 for the home team. The Lancers of Belleville East, 1-4-1. Lancers fall to 16-7. Father McGivney improves to 22 in the year. I'll give you this note, by the way. Last time Belleville East lost to a 1A school, Belleville East baseball, last time they lost to a 1A school, you got to go back to 2018. On the 18th of April, they lost 5-2 to Jabot. Waterloo Jabot, they lost 5-2. That year, Jabot would end up getting into the sectional semifinal. They won a regional championship, lost in the sectional semifinals, which tells you a little bit about, Belleville East losing to small schools. They usually lose to good ones, and that's what Belleville East lost to today. But a big win for Father McGivney, a young program that is continuing to pick up the pace and get better and better. And they've had a lot of success in just 5 years, since 2019, 6 years since this program has been around. And they are a good team. Good team. Very, very, very good team. All right. Wish you a great rest of your Saturday. Do have a little news for you. Be back at Belleville East on Tuesday for Lancer Volleyball, as they just picked up a big win over O'Fallon. Once again, a 3-set win on Thursday. Congrats to Coach Riley and her boys. And that's now 4 straight wins against O'Fallon for boys volleyball. I know those boys had to be fired up after Thursday's win. And they've been playing some good volleyball. 16-5 now in the year. We'll have the call Tuesday as they take on Edwardsville at home. That's, I believe, a 5:30 open and start. So they'll be on the pregame show at about 5:20 or so for that one from Belleville East. And back here Wednesday for Lancer Baseball, as the Lancers will take on Jabot on Wednesday. That's my 2 games next week here at Belleville East, and hope to have you tune in and join me for the calls on those 2. But a lot of fun. 3-game week, you'll take that. Again, it says it wasn't in the cards at all. They're supposed to play at Father McGivney last Friday. The weather changed, and sometimes the weather bringing in rain might be for the good. It was for the good today to bring a Lancer Baseball game. But unfortunately, a tough loss. But enjoy, covering, and you got 3 games this week. You'll take that and back at it for some Lancer volleyball and some Lancer baseball Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Thanks for tuning in today on a Saturday. Thanks for spending your morning with me too. 9:30. I think that's the earliest I've been up for Lancer baseball. Over the last 3 years. I think that's the earliest I've been up. So, there's not many times I'll wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to be here, but here we are here at Belleville East. I think Coach Wiggs got here probably at 7, but when I woke up, I mean, he's probably had a long day, and, these guys, playing at 9:30 in the morning, it's tough, but, it's out of the way now, and you got the rest of Saturday. So that's it here from Belleville East. Thanks for tuning in on Saturday. It's always, as I mentioned, always fun bringing you either Lancer Baseball, Lancer Volleyball, whatever's going on this year, and I had a lot of fun bringing this one to you today. And help you have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a great weekend, and the next time I see you, hopefully it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday, either for Lancer Volleyball or for Lancer Baseball. But until the next time I see you, I'll see you later.